Okay, HTML. What is HTML? So HTML stands for
Hypertext Markup Language.
hmm, Hyper Text Markup Language. This markup language is for using this markup language describe web documents web documents like HTML web forms. Okay, that is web forms.
Okay.
So using HTML, we can implement web forms, and we can display content, can display content and controls like text boxes, paragraphs, and etc. So language is a set of markup tags. So the HTML documents are described by HTML tags, and HTML markup language set of markup tags. The basic HTML syntax: doctech, HTML, HTML, starting tag and ending tag. Every tag master should have starting tag and ending tag. Head section, head section, and another section is body. Okay, body. So this is basic syntax for HTML documents. In this body tag, we can place we can place our display content, what we want to display in our web forms. So we can place the controls and the content. So like HTML forms, tables, okay, and frames and video tags, audio elements. So anything we can place in this body tag. In header section, in header section, we can place we can place style sheets, and JavaScript files. Okay, so this is basic syntax for HTML. In HTML, we have number of versions is there. HTML versions. First version is HTML 1.0 and second version is HTML 2.0. So first version released in 1991, and second version released in 1995. HTML 3.2 version, third version, released in 1997, and HTML 4.01, okay, released in 1999. Okay, 1991, and XHTML version, released in 2000, and finally the latest version is HTML5 version, so released in 2014. Okay, so these are the versions of HTML and history of HTML. In HTML 1.0, the features is the first version of HTML 1.0 that supported just inline images and text controls. So inline images means you can display images in HTML documents based on image using image tag, and source is the path of image, and height, image height, and width, and alternate text. So this is the image tag syntax. So we need to give the image path in source attribute, and image height and width. And next, inline text controls means you can display text boxes like input type equal to text. Okay, so this is the text box syntax. So this HTML 1.0 supports only inline images and text controls only. It's not supported to not supported supported to place supported to place not supported to place tables and frames, and we cannot change the page background, change page background, and forms. Okay, these four is not supported in HTML 1.0 version. HTML 2.0 HTML 2.0 version. HTML 2.0 supports mm, more browsers, and its limited set of form elements. First feature is forms with the limited set of form elements, and such as text boxes, and drop down list and checkboxes like that, such as text boxes and drop down list and checkbox, then extra. Then second feature is we can change page background using background property. And third one is we can use tables in HTML document. So tables means rows and columns. Table tag, starting tag, ending tag, master node, starting tag, ending tag for every element. TR indicates row. Okay, TR row and TD is the column. Okay, we can place number of rows and number of columns. How many rows we want to display in our HTML document. So we can place these rows and columns in table tag only, or between starting tag and ending tag only. And third version is HTML 3.2 version. It supports complex mathematical functions. We can include complex mathematical functions. And HTML 4.01, it supports style sheets. Okay, using this 4.0 version, we can change look and appearance of the website. Look and appearance of web document or web page. So we can change the look and feel of web page, like we can apply page backgrounds, okay, font colors, font styles, and text styles, and background images, and border colors. So we can apply all these things in HTML 4.0. So because of only it supports style sheets. Okay, this is the main important feature in 4.0. And after that, HTML 4.0 version, it supports many features. HTML5 HTML5 version, uh, the main features is, first one is doc type HTML doc type, and the second one is figure element. So this is HTML element, new element, and no more skips, and no more types for skips and links. And fourth feature is local storage. So this work based on cookies. And the fifth feature is email inputs. And the sixth feature is header element. And the seventh feature is footer, footer tag. And next quick caption. And the ninth feature is content editable. Content editable. And the 10th feature is canvas. And 11th feature is video audio elements. Video and audio elements. Okay, these are the new features available in HTML5 version. So I will explain all these features in after complete the HTML topics. Main important concept. First of all, how we can start with HTML. Okay, how we can start? We can start to implement HTML document. So we have a number of editors. So we can use Notepad in our system or Coffee Cup HTML editor. Coffee Cup HTML editor. And the third one is Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver. And the fourth one is Microsoft Expression Web. Microsoft Expression Web. And fifth one is Sublime Text. So, and the number of HTML editors is there. The most important and popular editors is Notepad, Coffee Cup, Dreamweaver, and Expression Web, Sublime Text. So anyone we can use to implement HTML documents. So here I am going to use Notepad only. So open Notepad in our system. Okay, Notepad, and write HTML tags. First tag is doc type HTML. Doc type HTML. And second tag is HTML. In HTML starting tag and end tag, between those tags we need to write header section tag and body section. Okay, body. So I want to display some content, some paragraph in HTML document. So use p element to display paragraphs. Okay, p element with for paragraphs. This is sample paragraph. Okay, between this to starting tag, ending tag, we need to place the content. So paragraph content. And after that, third point is save this notepad with the .html extension. Okay, notepad. Uh, Control S. Okay, HTML and sample form. Sample.html. Save this notepad with .html extension. Okay, to run this form in browser. Save. Okay, so this notepad is saved in HTML format. So go to your drive. Okay, and the HTML folder. So there is a sample file. So double click on this. So you will get the output. This is sample paragraph. Okay, go to inspect element and you can see the our HTML code in the inspect element. Okay, HTML tag, header section and body section. So what elements we are placed in body tag? So that elements only display the output in HTML browser. So these are the 4 steps to implement basic HTML form. So here one more editor is you can use Visual Studio also. Visual Studio. In this HTML form, so what is the meaning of doc type HTML? Doc type HTML. So every doc type, every HTML form, every HTML document start with doc type HTML tag. So always you need to add this tag. Always use this tag in your HTML document so that the browser knows what type of documents, what type of documents, what type of document to expect and what type of documents we are executing. So in old versions there is no doc type HTML tag. Old versions not support doc type HTML. So because old versions is DTD specifies. Old versions is DTD specifies. DTD means doc type declaration. Doc type declaration. Doc type declaration means rules for the markup language. Specifies rules for the markup language. Specifies rules for the markup language. So that the browsers can render HTML documents correctly. Okay. So old versions DTD specifies doc type declaration. So this is rules for the markup language. So must and should we have to use this DTD specifies to implement HTML documents. In HTML5 version we don't need to use this DTD. So just we can use only this tag only. HTML5 not based on DTD, based on DTD doctor declaration. So not based on DTD and SGML also. HGML means standard generalized markup language. Standard generalized markup language. So HTML5 is not based on HTML and DTD and therefore does not require reference to a DTD. Does not require reference to a DTD. And the next so HTML standard general markup language is standard for how to specify document in markup language. How to specify document in uh, markup language. Okay, markup language. In HTML old versions, we need to use the element like doc type, HTML in HTML up to HTML 4.0. Okay, up to HTML 4.0. So we need to write the element, starting element like this: public W3C. Okay, W3C means World Web Wide. And next DTD and X HTML 1.0 and transitional en. and the next, so HTML www.w3.org worldwideweb.org slash tr slash xhtml1 slash dtd and html1 transitional dot dtd. Okay, so this is the first tag in all versions of HTML. So this is very complex to define this, and in HTML5 version just we need to define only HTML, doctype HTML, doctype HTML. So the browser render the content correctly. So after HTML5 version. Okay, so this is the basic in HTML, and the next concept is HTML controls, HTML tags. Okay, HTML tags. We have a number of HTML tags. First tag is paragraph. HTML paragraph. HTML paragraph to define any block of content, to define or to display any block of content in HTML document, in HTML documents. So in HTML documents, so we can use p tag to display some content, display block of content, block of content. So the basic syntax for paragraph syntax, use p element, starting tag and ending tag. So every element, starting tag, ending tag. So we need to place the block of content in between these two tags. Block of content. Okay. So this is the syntax for paragraph. So already we have done one example, sample example. So this example display some block of content, paragraph. Okay, in document. So or we can place the number of block of content. Okay, in this paragraph. Okay. So starting tag and end tag. Save this and refresh. So this is the block of content. So these paragraphs are used to display block of content. Okay, we can see the HTML code also. Okay, so this is the block of content. And the next tag is HTML images. HTML images. So to display images in HTML document HTML document in HTML forms, use image tag. Okay, use image tag. So images are defined with the image tag, and we have main important attributes for image: source attribute, and width attribute, and height attribute. Okay, height, and finally alternate text attribute. So these are the important attributes for to display images in HTML document. So syntax is image and source tag and width, height, and next alternate text. So alternate text means we can display image name. If we don't have image, okay, in source attribute, if we don't have image, so we can display image name in alternate text. So sample example, open notepad, doc type HTML and HTML tag. In HTML tag we have header section and body section, body. So here we need to place the image in our HTML document. So use image and source equal to and width equal to and height equal to and alternate text equal to empty. Okay, so now we have to give the image path in source attribute. So in our system we have pictures, saved pictures, and there is no images. Yes. Mm, 1 second. Okay, here two images is there. So we can copy this two and place in our HTML document. Okay, in this folder. And after that, give the image name here. Okay, image path like desktop.jpg and width of the image 200 pixels. We can give the width in pixel or percentage. Okay, here I'm given in pixels, height also 200 pixels, and after that alternate text this one. So save this form in HTML folder only, HTML images dot HTML with extension .html. So save this. Okay, here HTML images form is there. So run this form and you can see the image in our HTML document. Okay, HTML form, header section and body section. In body section we have one image. Okay, and width 200 pixel, height 200 pixel and alternate text. If we don't have image path, okay, in source attribute, so remove it and refresh this form. Okay, only this.jpg. So alternate text is displayed here. So that you can give the image path in source attribute. Suppose if we have image in another folder, so these two images are in HTML folder. So directly we are given image name in source attribute. What happen if image in another folder? Okay, so here image is there. So copy this total path. Okay, total path and give here and slash penguins and penguins dot jpg. So save this and refresh document. Okay, penguins is displaying here. So total path is here. Okay, so this is the global path. Okay, in another folder path. This is direct folder path. Okay, if we have image in same folder, we can give this image path like this. Okay, if we have image in another folder, we need to give the image folder path also. Okay, so next, HTML headings. Headings, HTML headings. Headings are defined with h1 tag to h2 h6 tags. HTML headings are defined with h1 tag to h6 tags. Okay, h1 tag and h2 tag. So number of headings is there, 6 type of headings. H3, H4 and H5, H6. So these are the HTML headings, header tags. Okay, use this 6 type of headings, header section, header tags to display heading. Okay, these headings are used to display headings in HTML document. H1 tag, H1 tag defines the most important heading, defines the most important heading, and this is bigger size, big size text, and H6 tag, H6 tag, least important heading, least important heading. So this is small small text size, small text. So I will show one example. Okay, open Notepad and paste here. You can remove this paragraph. Okay, you can remove this paragraph. So basic HTML form is there. Save this HTML headings.html. Okay, HTML headings. So I want to display these 6 type of headings. H1 in between these two tags, H1 heading, and H2 tag, H2 heading, H3, H3 heading, and H4. You can see the difference in after we export the form. H4 heading and H5 and H6. H6 heading. So save this form and run this. Okay, see this. H1 heading is bigger size text, and H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. So H6 heading is small text. So we can define this type of headings. Suppose I want to display some heading. Okay, what is HTML? Okay, this is the heading of HTML document. So we can use H1 or H2 or H3. Okay, H3 or H4, H5, H6. Okay, and use paragraph to display some content. Here run this form. So this is the header and this is the content of this. Okay, so these are the HTML headings, and one more is HTML links. HTML links. So these HTML links are used to use it to redirect from one page to another page, or we can redirect direct to our web form to another website from another website. So these links are used to redirect from one page to another page and our web form to another website. So syntax for links: use anchor tag A. Okay, A starting tag, ending tag. Between these two tags, text link text. Okay, so like Google. So I want to redirect from our web form to Google website. So here we need to give the attribute href attribute. In href attribute, need to provide the URL of Google. Okay, http www.google.com. Okay, so it will redirect to Google website. So I will show one example and copy this form and remove this HTML links.html. So use anchor tag href equal to http www.google.com. Okay, so save this form and exclude this HTML links. So here there is no links are displaying. So because we did not mention the text for link. Okay, so here we need to mention text link. Okay, when you click on this link, so it will redirect to Google. Okay, so next link is, so I want to redirect from one page to another page. Anchor tag and href attribute. So I'm in HTML links form. So I want to redirect to HTML headings form. Okay, copy this and paste here. .html form. Okay, headings form. So text. Headings form. Save this and refresh. Okay, heading form. So when you click on this form, so it will redirect to HTML headings form. So now I want to open this form in another tab. Okay, for this use target tag to display in another tab target blank. Okay, refresh this form and click on this. Okay, link form is there, and header HTML headings form is displayed in another tab. So these are the two types of links we can provide. And the next one is attributes in HTML. Attributes in HTML. Every HTML element, have attributes. Okay, every HTML element have attributes. Using attributes we can provide additional information to the HTML elements. Information about elements. So we can provide attributes like ID, name, class, style, okay, href, and source, and height, width, so and so on. So number of attributes available in HTML. So these attributes are used to provide additional information for the HTML elements. For suppose we have image example. So in this image example, we have provided source attribute and width attribute and height attribute and alternate text attribute. Okay, this is the additional information for the image. If we don't provide these attributes, okay, no image is displayed in browser. Okay, only desert.jpg is displaying and another image is not displaying. Okay, only image tag is there. So we need to provide addition information for the elements. Okay, to display text box in HTML document, use input tag and use type attribute and text is the text box and placeholder is another attribute. Okay, and ID for text box, txt name. So if we run this form, so text box is displaying with text, okay, placeholder text and the text box ID. Okay, these are the additional information for text box. So like this we need to provide for any element additional information like style, class, okay, width, height, ID, source and placeholder, type, So anything. And next concept is formatting elements. Formatting elements. Formatting elements are designed to display special type of text. Formatting elements are designed to display special type of text. Special type of text. Nothing but bold type. Okay, bold text and deleted text and subscript and superscript and italic text format. Italic text type and marker text. Okay, marker text and small text and inserted text. So these are the number of formatting elements. For to display bold text, use bold tag. Okay, B tag. And to deleted text, to display deleted text, use del element to display deleted text. And subscript to superscript, use sub, and for superscript, use sub. For marker text, use mark element, and for italic, use I tag. For small, use small tag. Okay, so these are the elements to display a special type of formats. So I have already explained example in previous class. Okay, formats. So this is bold text and this is italic text format. You see here, use B tag to display bold text. Okay, or we can use strong tag also to display bold, and use I tag to display italic text format. Okay, I. Okay, this is I tag. So displaying italic text format. And the next one is emphasize the text. So for the emphasize the text format, display like this. Okay, next small font. use small tag. Okay, small tag. And next, to highlight the text, use mark element. Okay, this is mark element. So the text is highlighted if you use mark element. If you want to highlight only one single word, we can put this word in mark element. Okay, mark element. So already header element is there, but I want to highlight the only marked word. Okay, so mark and refresh this. Okay, only marked highlighted. To display deleted text format, use del element. Okay, del element to display deleted text. So this is the deleted text format. Okay, deleted text. So on line is displaying on the text. And the next, inserted text. ins ins element to display ins inserted text format. Okay, this will display underline in the word. To display subscript or superscript, use sup for superscript or sub for subscript. Subscript display in subscription type, and superscript display in this format. Okay, so I want to display 10 square. Okay, 10 square in paragraph, use 10 and sup element and square 2. Okay, sup tag. So this will display 10 square value. Okay, see this 10 square is displaying. To display subscript, only just use sub tag. Okay, replace this form. Okay, subscript is displayed like this. So these are the formats: marked text, okay, deleted text. To display deleted text, use paragraph, starting tag, ending tag, and this is deleted text. Okay, use del tag, display deleted text. Okay, line is displayed on text. To display inserted text, use same paragraph, ins inserted text. Okay, and to highlight the word or total paragraph, use mark element. Okay, mark text, mark. Okay, that is marked. And to display bold text, This is bold text. For this use B tag to display bold text. Okay. Okay, only the bold is displaying bold style. To display strong, this is also display in bold text. Bold text type. Okay. So these are the uh, formatting elements.